Hey Libras, I hope you guys are doing great. It's a Tipsy Intuitive here to do your month ahead reading. We're going to take a peek and see what spirit wants you to focus on for the next few weeks and see if we can get you a little bit of guidance. So, what we have for the area of life that spirit wants you to focus on is values. So we'll see what all is going on with you guys, but let's pull some oracle cards and see what energies are surrounding this reading for you all for the next few weeks. Oh, and the first card that we have out for you is a woman holding a coin. Let's see what other energies are surrounding you all for the month ahead. What's going on with my Libra collective? And we have the situation will improve. All right, so it feels like what's happening over the next few weeks is that you are going to be focused on those tangible things in your life and doing a little bit of evaluation on what exactly that means for you. Like, how is that going to impact you going forward? It feels like for a lot of you Libras out there that you have these big dreams, right? That you want to achieve things that you think will add value to your life. And what I think those things are not necessarily related to emotional attachments or relationships. It's more related to finances and those sort of tangible assets that you might have. Where you feel like right now you're in a place of lacking, it feels a little bit frustrating, right? That you don't have everything that it is that you want, that you think will enhance your life. But there's this sense that whatever is happening right now that has you feeling in this place of not having enough, not having the exact things that you're looking for, that you want, that things are going to get better, that you're going to start seeing some improvement in those areas. And I feel like for most of you Libras who are watching this video, this is going to be about your money, right? This is you looking at your finances like that like very literal value that you attach to money that you don't feel like you have enough of right now, or at least the amount that you want to have. But there's a sense of hopefulness. There's a sense of excitement that I'm feeling right now. So it seems like you're going to see some changes over the next few weeks. You're going to see some improvement in that area. So let's get into some Lenormand and Tarot and see what is going on with you guys. So the first card that we have that came out for you to sort of represent where you are, what your energy is coming into the new month, we have the Fish. And this card is all about abundance. It's all about opportunity, openness, like having the world at your fingertips. So that feels like that sense of hopefulness, that sense of optimism that I was feeling coming into this. But at the same time, you're not there yet with the Star in reverse. So there's a little bit of a sense of frustration that these big dreams that you've had have not necessarily yet come to fruition. But you know that it's there for you. You know that it's waiting. You just sort of haven't figured out how to get there, right? And so we have the Five of Cups to clarify that as well. Now, with the Five of Cups, this is the feeling of sort of crying over spilled milk, the card of missed opportunities. And so while it feels as though you are in a place of sort of coming into this abundance, like you're standing on the precipice, right? You're standing on the cliff overlooking all of this goodness. It's like, damn, why didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I start this sooner? If I'd have done this like 2 years ago, I'd be where I, want to be right now. So there's a little bit of a feeling of regret that you didn't try something sooner, that you didn't start something sooner. And it's sort of keeping you from, sort of being this woman holding this coin, having all of this abundance, right? So the challenge that we see that's in front of you for the upcoming month, we have the Grave And we also have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is sort of a feeling of letting go, right? Putting these regrets that you might have to rest. The grave is all about something that's buried, right? It's something that's gone. And the Ten of Wands in reverse is all about releasing this burden. So there seems to be, Libra, a little bit of an element of you dwelling in the past and sort of thinking about what could have been, what should have been, what you should have done differently, and yada, 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 right? But it's going to be important for you, I think, to figure out a way to move beyond that, to move past that. Now, the opportunity that we have in front of you, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. We have the bouquet clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Coins. So there's an opportunity for you here, Libra, with the bouquet. This is a promise. This is a gift. This is something beautiful that's coming in for you. With the Knight of Cups, it's something that you love. It's something that you deserve, something that you're excited about. But with the Eight of Coins, it's also going to be an element of work. So this opportunity that you think may have passed you by, this regret that you're feeling about not doing something, it feels like it's coming back around. But you're going to have to put a little bit of effort into it, right? To get to this place of getting this beautiful gift that's coming in towards you. So not necessarily a bad thing, but I think that's something you thought may have been lost, that missed opportunity, that you've been sort of holding on to, thinking that it's not going to happen for you at some points. It's not done. It's not over. It feels as though you're going to get a second chance, but you're going to have to be very conscientious. You're going to have to be very deliberate in putting the work towards it. Because whereas, perhaps this opportunity that came around before may have been a little bit easier given the timing, given the circumstances, all of that, maybe that situation has changed a little bit and you're going to have to put a little bit of extra elbow grease in this to get to this coin that you're looking for, this thing that you value so much, this thing that is so important to you. But it can be done. So it's not done. It's not a done deal. So thinking that it is only going to prevent you from moving forward. Now, what we have for the advice from Spirit, we have the House clarified by the Death card. So this is actually pretty beautiful, right? So Spirit is saying that you need to focus on building this foundation, and that's going to come as a byproduct of the work that you're going to put in, this opportunity that presents itself, that's coming back around to you. This effort that you're going to put in, you have to focus first on building this foundation, building this stability in a place, in a way that is comfortable for you, that it feels like home, right? But also with the Death card, this is letting go of something in order for something new to come in, for something else to come in. And so we saw that here, right? With the grave and the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is you laying down those burdens and allowing these feelings of missing out, of disappointment, to rest. Because the only way that you're going to be able to move forward is to clear that energy out. And death is a rebirth. This is allowing something to sort of fade off into the sunset so that you can be able and open to see the sun rising the next day. So this is all about release for you. This is about releasing the past and being more in your present, being more focused on what's ahead of you and the work that you're going to have to put in to make this happen, to make this the woman holding the coin. Now, for your potential outcome, we have the Lady clarified by the Ace of Coins in reverse. So, unfortunately, Libra, and I know that you're all about balance, and I think that patience is not necessarily one of Libra's virtues. It's going to take a little bit of time for this to come in. But understand that we have the Four of Wands. This is your 1111 card. This is your stability. This is your foundation. This is your gateway. So this stability that you were looking for over here that you find a little bit challenging, this foundation that you're building, that Spirit told you to keep your focus on, it's coming. I promise you, Libra, it's coming. And so over the next several weeks into this month, you're going to see movement. You're going to see that things are starting to improve for you. You're going to get confirmation that you are on the right track. And if you hold in your heart and your mind why this is so important to you, what you hope to get out of it, then you'll be, I think, more willing and able to put in the effort that's required to get over this hump, to have this transformation, this rebirth, so you can start building this foundation towards your financial abundance. And Libras, I honestly think that for the majority of you out there, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for those tangibles, this final abundance. Now, your last message from Spirit that we have is say no. And I feel like Spirit is telling you this feeling that you're coming into this month with, this feeling of lack, this feeling of loss, this feeling of regret, it's time for you to put that to rest. We have the grave, we have death. It's time for you to reject the notion that you can't do this, that this was a once in a lifetime opportunity. It wasn't. It simply wasn't the right time for you. I think that you had some things that you needed to deal with before you could actually focus on the work that needs to be done to get to this financial abundance, to get to this greater stability, to get to building this foundation that's going to be required for you to move forward. So in rejecting this energy that you've experienced of lack, of loss, of regret, and putting in the work towards building this foundation, you're going to see that the situation will improve for you. So again, this is not an overnight success type of deal, but you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. You're going to start seeing those blocks, those bricks being put in place so that you can build on top of that. So my Libras, please hang in there because it's coming. It is absolutely coming for you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.